Hey everyone, and welcome to the Planeswalker project. I'm Paul, and we're here today to talk about Commander 2019. At the time of recording, previous season has not yet started, and so we have no information regarding the set at the moment, other than it being a Commander product with 4 precon decks. Duh. But in this video today, I want to talk about 10 cards I hope are reprinted in Commander 2019. So one of the biggest reasons that Commander 2018, last year's precon decks, were less than enthusiastically received was a combination of the upped price tag of $39.99 as well as lackluster reprints. But according to the Wizards of the Coast interviews in the time since, they are addressing that, and so hopefully Commander 2019 comes out swinging with valuable reprints. And so with that in mind, I feel like some of my includes on this list are justified. Coming in at number 10 is Blade of Selves. Only ever printed in the Red-White Commander 2015 precon deck, this equipment gives Myriad to the equipped creature. Myriad is triggered on the attack, creating a copy of the creature attacking for each opponent that is also attacking that player, so you can technically swing at each player using creatures with Myriad. Blade of Selves is a very fun card, and it is a favorite of mine, and I feel like this card is useful enough in a lot of decks to deserve seeing another reprint. Up next at number 9 is Chromatic Lantern. This card did just see a reprint in Guilds of Ravnica, but given that it is a staple in Commander decks that are not yet optimized, this is great mana fixing. This card did see, in fact, a Commander precon printing in the 2016 precons, and I feel like this card would be a great include in all 4 of the precons, given they are multicolored. Remember, we have no idea what to expect from these precons at the time of recording. At number 8 is Birds of Paradise, and I feel like this is the optimal mana dork for 1 mana, letting us generate any color mana on an unassuming body, and this is great for mana-intensive decks to get the mana game rolling. At number 8 is Birds of Paradise, and I feel like this is the optimal mana dork for 1 mana, letting us generate any color mana on an unassuming body, and this is great for mana-intensive decks to really get the mana fixing game rolling. This has seen a recent reprint in one of the Guild Kit decks, but I feel like it could use a reprint in the Seed 2019 decks as well. At number 7 is Thought Vessel. This card was only ever printed in Commander 2015 decks as a mana rock with Reliquary Tower attached, and I would rank this as one of the best mana rocks in the format. Having that tacked on ability is such values that want redundancy in the max hand size restriction, and having the double utility as a mana rock is just great. Purphoros, God of the Forge, is our number 6 spot. Of all the gods of Theros, I feel like Purphoros is one of the best ones, as both a commander itself as well as being part of the 99. Decks that want to churn out tokens can get a lot of value out of this card, and given its price tag has crept up to nearly $20, it really puts this in the range of needing a reprint. Teferi's Protection is at number 5 and is a staple in a lot of white decks. This instant brings with it a protection that is nigh unmatched. When cast, you and everything you own phases out, it no longer exists. Your life total can't change. You have protection from everything. You literally can't die. Upon your next turn, you phase back in along with your other cards. The rule on tokens and phasing was even clarified to allow tokens that phased out to phase back in, unlike in Exile and Death triggers where the token simply ceases to be. This card was only ever printed in Commander 2017 in the Edgar Markov Vampire deck, but it has a home in nearly every deck running white since, and as such, it's about a $50 card. Perhaps the newest card on this list, Smothering Type, is without a doubt one of the best white cards to grace the Commander format in years. Ramp isn't something white is good at, and this card can rectify this easily. That 2 mana cost opponents have to pay can eventually become too troublesome to be bothered by, and so as a result you will ramp effortlessly. And because of the value this card has, it has already reached the $10 mark, and it being in a Commander precon deck will definitely help get a little more of a supply out, even if only a little. At number 3 is one of the best pieces of removal in black, Toxic Deluge. Last seen in Eternal Masters, this 3-drop sorcery is by far one of the best board wipes available, and its lack of recent reprints have made its price tag climb up pretty steadily. It originated from a precon commander deck, so it only seems fitting to make its return in a commander precon deck. Now, at number 2 is a card I have hoped for, I have pined for years. Exploration. the best enchantment green has for ramp, has only seen one recent reprint in the original Conspiracy. We got the reprint of Burgeoning back in Commander 2016, and the two do very similar things. However, Exploration is a lot less dependent on opponent's action and more focused on you, making it more consistently valuable. However, its scarcity has climbed it into the $30 range. A reprint or two here or there might knock a few chips off the top there. And finally, at number 1, I have actually a 3-way tie. I was actually up late at night fighting as to which one I wanted to put this high on the list, but in the end, I feel equally about all 3 making it onto the list. They all honestly can use a reprint. Weird, I know, but you'll understand why. We have Cyclonic Rift, Rhystic Study, and Expropriate. These 3 cards are keystones in a ton of blue commander decks, and they're all pretty pricey. Cyclonic Rift is literally the most used blue spell according to EDHRec, and it is one of the strongest one-sided board wipes. This card has literally not seen a reprint in over 5 years in Commander 2014, and it had only 1 printing in Return to Ravnica prior. Rhystic Study is a powerful card draw tax engine that is infamous for its power level. Did you pay the 1? Did you pay the 1? Did you pay the 1? Its only recent printing was in the Commander's Arsenal, and before that, Prophecy was its only printing. Those are all at least $20, and that's not even taking into account its Judge promo that's over $70. And of course, Expropriate, the 9-drop win condition, lets each player vote for time or money. For each time vote, you'll get an additional turn, so you'll naturally vote time for yourself to get that extra turn. But then for each money vote, which is likely what's going to be the choice of your opponents, you get to choose a permanent, not a non-land, a permanent owned by that voter, and you get control of it. So you'll generally get 3 of the biggest threats and value engines on the board, as well as an extra turn to use them, making it a savagely powerful card. Unfortunately, its only printing was in the second Conspiracy set, Take the Crown, and its price tag is steadily climbing closer and closer to $40. And with that, my top 10 reprint hopes for Commander 2019 will come to a close. What cards are you hoping to see a reprint for this Commander season? I hope you'll join me for the remainder of Commander Season 2019 as we take a look at the upcoming preview cards that will be in the set, how I would recommend upgrading the deck, and maybe we build an original deck using some of the new legends. Remember to like this video if it helped out, share the video with your friends, leave a comment with your suggestions for others to see. Remember, I'm all about helping each other become a better Commander players here, and every contribution we make to the greater good will make for a more fun time when we sit down to sing spells. If you're new to the channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing today and joining the rest of us. We have a Patreon running for those die-hard fans who want to help support us, and I am grateful for all the support received thus far. So do feel free to check that out if you feel so inclined, and as always my friends, I'll catch you all in the next video.